Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we are going into 8.2.4. And this is quite a fun path. I bring Hulkling and Doctor Doom basically to do all the fights. I have a WhMags for guidance pre-fights, which is a mistake to use them on the path. I'm redoing this voiceover because I didn't record my voiceover, just the video, so this is post path, but make the mistake. So it's got weapon, Hydra shock. You'll get shocked if you block or attack. Punish heavy is how you beta heavy, punish it immediately. That's how you disarm them. If you stun them after they've been disarmed, then you capture the weapon, so then you can do some shock damage, which is massive. And I kind of maybe a little bit underestimated how much you would get, but it's pretty awesome. And then it's rapid metabolism. They'll shrug off debuffs faster, and then shock vulnerability, and they'll take massive shock damage. So you get lots of shocks, shock vulnerability. It's gonna be awesome. So really you only need, I feel like, Doom, and Doom, you know, Doom does have a shock, but because of the rapid metabolism, it goes quick, and the shocks that you get are from the weapon, the Hydra shock gauntlet, and those are passives, and they last a long time. But whichever Mystic champion you feel most comfortable with, bring those, because there's a couple cosmics on the path. First up, we got this Venom, and I had some control issues there, but we're going to try to beta heavy and then retaliate. Now, there's two reasons why I brought Doom and Hulkling, is because they are also shock immune. So if the weapon, if you don't disable the weapon quick enough, you know, you could end up getting shocked. And the shock is, at least on the defenders, when you capture the weapon, it's pretty massive. So I didn't want to play around with seeing how bad it was on the defender. So you can see here, we got some shocks going. We got 5, and they're going for 1,300 a tick, 10, and we had the Fury going, so they were going for 4,000 a tick or so on some of those. Yeah, and Venom's gone. So works really well. And then we got a Warlock, and I'm gonna use Hulkling, and I do apply the Odin prefights just to amp Hulkling up with more buffs, because he gets more attack as he gets more buffs. And then here is the mistake that I did, is I went and applied the WhMags prefight, and you don't want to use it on the path, because to capture the weapon you actually have to do a stun debuff, and I overlooked that. And so the passive stuns don't count. Now, is that going to ruin this fight? Not really. I mean, it's just going to take a little bit longer. Hulkling is a great option for Warlock because you can get a bunch of buffs, and then because I just start with Odin, I'm never going to really get an infection on me. And yeah, so you can see I tried to capture the weapon, couldn't do it, and you know, I can't crit on the specials because I can't get rid of that armor up. And here I'm like, what just happened there? Why didn't I get a bunch of shocks? I'm looking at this, and it's inflicting a stun debuff. So I was like, yeah, okay. But we're just gonna fight this guy out. Not a lot going on. Hulkling, again, great counter for Warlock. He's shock immune. He is not armor break immune, but with enough buffs, infection will never really come into play. So just got a beta special out. There we go. And then we'll hammer into him. I think we're gonna try to get into the block. Nope, we miss a dash back. Throw the special 3, because yeah, I mean, special 3 you can like you can make some of the buffs permanent. But yeah, you really want to stick to the special 2. I think at some point in time there might be a good use for making some of the buffs permanent. You get like the bulwark, the aptitude. I think I made the aptitude permanent, or the pierce. But like maybe in a super long fight, you would maybe want to consider using the special 3s. But these health pools are not big enough. So here we got the unblockable special 2 to get the double fury. Again, we can't get a crit because he has an armor up, but he's dead. All right, so that took significantly longer than it should have taken if I just would have not put on that WhMags. So I had to take a little break, came back. I think my daughter was requesting popcorn. We got a little popcorn machine for our little movie room, and she wanted popcorn, so we got her popcorn. We got this Aarkus, and we're gonna use Doom. Doom's a great option. We can steal the power gains, and here we're trying to hit into the block and then hard block and beta heavy, but he wasn't going for it. I think we're gonna end up stealing a bunch of these, and it's gonna push it to special 3. And I think we actually don't even disarm or capture the weapon. We're just gonna go straight special 3s. And I think at one point my Mystic Dispersion, it's 5 out of 5. It does mess me up, and I go to special 2 without stealing, and we kind of get a little bit lucky. Kind of got lucky there. He kind of got passive backed off, but we were able to throw our special 3 before his. But I think it's coming up. I don't know if it's on this one. I think I just keep going for the whole special 3 cycle. I think I go for one more time. Yeah, we're gonna go for it here. And if you do have a striker, a relic, they are available in 8.2 now, which is pretty cool. So it took about like a week and a half, or a week, a little over a week, and then Kabam decided they changed their minds, and they opened up relics into Act 8. Yeah, here it is, Mystic Dispersion. Oof, Mystic Dispersion messed me up there, and I'm like, no. Oh, I do get special 3'd, but Doom's a freaking tank. So we got 86%, and I think we go down to like 60, 55, and then we're gonna get some adrenaline heal. So we're gonna go to, so now we go for the special 2, and then I think we go and steal, or we throw another special 2. No, we steal, and that was enough. So Aarkus didn't play ball at the beginning, but that's okay. We can just Doom him out, and no big deal. All right, don't want to use Doom here because he's WhMags is metal, so we're just gonna use Hulkling, and you're gonna see the shock damage. Now this, I think this fight takes one special 2, and that's it. And this is like 550,000, somewhere between 500 and 600,000 health. And the damage gets pretty crazy. So we have the weapon. We've punished the heavy, and then we've stunned him. I'm trying to get him into the block. Here we go. Special 2. Look at the shocks. Maybe it was 2 special 2s. No, these shocks are coming in pretty good. Maybe we just throw the special 1 here? No. Yeah, it was 1 special 2. We didn't even have to throw another special. The shocks just are so potent, they just tick them out. So Hulkling and Doom are great. If you don't have them, others can work. Just got to be careful on whether or not you capture the weapon, disarm it and capture it, particularly disarm it before they can throw a special and start hitting into your block and gets shocks on you and whatnot. So here we got Nova, Doom is a good counter for Nova because he can, you can get him into a Doom cycle, and that works. And he can nullify like the Furies and whatnot, and just kind of power control, because sometimes Nova just goes super passive and just not great. And you know, even though we got the unblockable and we have like he has like a Nova has an ability where if you throw in unblockable specials, then it does less damage. But these shocks are doing quite a bit, and there's 18 of them at the moment. We get a decent special 2 decks at the beginning, kind of laggy there, and we ended up kind of doing like a block decks. You can just see those shocks putting in work, and Nova's gone. How long was that? 56 seconds, less than a minute. Pretty quick and easy. And then we have a Mysterio, and then again, I think this takes like 1 special 2. Goes pretty quick. So let's see what we got. I can't remember exactly. We want to push. I prefer to push this guy to his special 2, so that we don't have the reflection stayed on. So we're gonna do like a 4-hit combo there, and then a hard block, so that he tries to attack immediately instead of throwing his special. So there we go. We're gonna bait the special, and then we're gonna kind of wait it out a little bit. We are power drain immune, so we just have to worry about the miss. There we go, special 2, a bunch of shocks, and they're ticking for 2 something, and then we throw the special 1, a bunch of hits, bunch of shocks. Lane is clear. So I think those 2 are a great combo, because it just gives you flexibility for a lot of other stuff on the team. Now here is where the path was going great, and here's where I mess up. So we have this Masacre. It's got Biohazard. So either you want a shock or a bleed immune, or some mix. It's got Palette Cleanser. So when either of us get a bar, he gets a cleanse charge, and he'll cleanse that. It's got that Heavy Assault, which enhances the heavy damage on both sides. And then it's got the Hit Me Cruelty one, where if you knock him down, he gets a cruelty. And that combined with the Heavy Assault, it is brutal. Because Masacre, he can hit hard into the block. He can just hit hard into the block. But when you knock him down and you give him that cruelty, he hits insanely hard when it crits, and it can crit through the block. So keep that in mind. You know, if I would have done this a little bit different, I probably would have dropped Odin, because Hulkling really doesn't need Odin. Maybe I would have brought Guardian as like 1, a backup, and 2, just give that extra block proficiency to your champs and your team. So I brought Omega. He's a rank 3, Sig 40 or so. The no-hit Mercy, that's the one. I wish this guy was higher Sig. Now, the mistake that I make here is, one, underestimating the combo of him hitting into the block and getting a cruelty. So there I knock him down, and just look at that 1 critical hit into the block. That took 1/3 of my health. And I was like, whoa. So if you're gonna take this guy on, if you're gonna knock him down, I would highly suggest that you do not block while that cruelty is up, because if you do, you may get wrecked really quick. And it's just, you know, trying to get a parry off, you know. And I think I didn't get the parry, but yeah, it was bad. So, and I want to keep this guy to his special 1. It's not like I can't evade the special 2, but this will show you I can't. At least I didn't right there. And I totally messed that up. And yeah, I got wrecked on that special. And I'm like, okay, this is not good, because 1, I do not have a good bleed immune champ. So Hulkling's not bleed immune, he is poison immune, so I can't hit into the block. But I'm gonna have to hit him. I'm gonna go unblockable at some point, and I'm gonna get bleeds on me. And so I'm like, well, let me just try to see what I can do with Hulkling. Hopefully I can get some nice damage in, and you know, when I get the unblockable, maybe I can just like hit him once and then back off. But he's being pretty aggressive here. So there we go, we get a bleed, and I'm like, dude, 850 per tick, and I get cornered, and I'm like dead. I'm like, and I thought, should I just start this whole path over? Maybe not. Here I have my WhMags. So this is just a 5-star rank 4, and you're like, and if you watched my channel, you're probably like, dude, Matt, where is your 6-star WhMags? I have a 6-star rank 3 WhMags. Well, he was in war. It was an off-season war, but I was using him in war. I think he took a fight or 2, plus I applied a bunch of WhMags prefights for myself along the way. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll just bring in the 5-star, it'll be fine. I wasn't planning on using him. Now, WhMags is bleed immune, fully bleed immune, so you can see I'm not getting any bleeds, but I cannot hit into this guy's block. So if he goes passive or anything like that, I just, out of habit, a lot of times I'll go in and tap into the block to kind of say, hey, come on, let's go, you know, or just to get some spacing, I'll hit into the block. Can't do that in this fight. So I'm gonna go to special 3, get the cruelty, and then I'm just gonna try to get as much damage off as I can without hitting into the block and without blocking too much as well. Trying to keep pushing him to a special 1, because look, even that little hit right there into the block, yeah, kind of brutal. Granted, this is just a rank 4 5-star, and I was not planning on using him on attack for sure, but here we are. So there we got the cruelty, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to hit, yeah, I don't want to parry. And look at that parry was brutal. How much damage was that? It was like 8,100, 30% of my health. Yeah, so I'm just like, ugh. And now I'm backed up, and I can't hit into his block right here. So I'm trying to be patient. Throw the special 1. I think at one point we do end up having to push him to special 2, which again, it's fine if you dex it. Another parry. I can't block again. I can't take any contact from this dude. This dude's gonna just wipe me out. So here I push him with the special 1 to go over a bar, and I probably should have been intercepting him on those, being aggressive, but we're dead. And then we got 2 champs left that are neither bleed nor poison immune. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna get whatever damage I can get, and hopefully I don't get too many bleeds. 5 hits, 1 bleed, another bleed on 7 hits, and I'm just melting. No bleeds there, no bleeds. I'm like, okay, we're getting some damage in. It's not a lot, but we're getting something. I'm trying to let those bleeds tick out before I start hitting again, and I'm trying to wait out that cruelty. 5 hits, 2 bleeds, and we're dead. And we're dead. I'm like, all right, we'll see what Odin can do. Maybe if I can just do parry heavy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a couple % off. Full combo, no bleeds. Another full combo, we got 1, okay. Okay, it's working. Heavy retaliate. Okay. I think I actually ended up just getting clipped or something stupid. Waiting out this cruelty. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait out the cruelty and then don't parry. So here you're going to witness my first item used for 8.2. So I revive Omega and I just basically pump, I think, those 22 health pots that are in overflow. Kind of heal them up a little bit, and we're gonna go back in and we're gonna take this guy out. I debated, do I heal up to full? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna play this a little, just to where I don't play it a little bit less aggressive. The bleeds, I don't have any coagulate, but the bleeds are decent, 81 per tick, and I'm healing for 113. So I'm taking, you know, if there's one on me, I'm healing, but if there's two, I'm taking some damage, but it's not that much. And we're able to get the death field up. It is, you know, I probably could have and should have been a little bit more strategic about doing like a parry heavy to get the degen on to lock the spores, but I did just need to make sure that if I did that, he didn't have that cleanse charge, because if I did, one, the parry would fail, and or if I parried and then I pushed him over, the degen could get cleansed. And I was just like, I'm just gonna not try to lock it in. And I'm like, okay, run into the special one. But we're gonna try to get, I think, some heal here with a drain, and you know, it kind of slows down our damage, but it gives us, I think we go over 50% on this heal, I think, because we had like 13, 14, 15 spores or something like that. Yeah, we get to 50, and then we're just gonna kind of just keep doing that, going to special 3. You can see the special 3 did not count as a knockdown to give him a cruelty, which I thought they've changed that, but maybe I guess not with this particular node. And I think I end up pushing him to special 2, which I didn't want to do again, but I think I do, and I end up dexing it like I should. Yeah, so here we push him to special 2. I'm trying to think if this drains him enough. I'm thinking it doesn't. Drains him some, but not enough to get him under 2 bars. Because he was just over 2 bars, we're going to give him quite a bit of power, almost a special 3. Yeah, so there he threw it, and we dexed it. That's how it should be done. And you can't block it. You can't block it, you can't get hit by it. You got to dex that special 2. Yeah, we're going to have Death Spore up. We got decent amount of spores. Stay kind of close. I think I go for the special 2 and the kill, and it doesn't. And then the spores do the rest of the damage. So not the best showing. We used an item. I'm not too ashamed. Doesn't matter. We got her done. But thanks for watching. Hope this gives you a few ideas for your path. Again, I think Hulkling and Doom are great for the path. Bring whoever you want for the bosses. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.